Right. Our next speaker, she has more than 20 years of working. She has worked with multiple brands of fashion, household and home appliances, FMCG, dining, beauty, and also other industries. And for the last 7 years, she has extended her role as sales team player with expanded interest to the digital world and technology platform. She will bring a topic about how to set a winning omnichannel loyalty scheme for your business. This is Imelda Walla, a Vice President for of Commercial from TADA.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, probably for some people here. Thank you, Stephanie, for welcoming here. First of all, I'm very delighted to be here and to be able to join the session. And also thank you for the Magento team who has been helping and supporting all this event. And nevertheless, to my team member as well, who has been supporting me and providing with this material. All right. So I hope everyone here stay healthy and just sit back here and relax and listen to my discussion topic today. So I choose the topic of Omnichannel Rewards Program. Why should you have it now? All right. So as you guys can see right now, most of us basically in some part of area of the countries and contingent, there are still, facing within the pandemic COVID situation, right? So with this situation, we do know that a lot of business, especially with the physical outlet store, their business are being affected. So with referring to that situation, businesses, owner, they're being encouraged to be more proactive and then creative as well, how to have their business growing and sustainable despite the pandemic COVID here. So here today, I'm going to be talking about, especially referring to the situation in Indonesia, okay? We're talking about the omni-channel that not only this business owner, they need to be very active, engagedly with all their user, their customer. So omni-channel will be one of the solution. Okay. So here is a survey done by Aspect Software. They're saying that basically nowadays, if you guys as a brand owner or like as an owner or founder of like businesses, if you are not yet started your business doing with the omni channel, then you might want to consider quick enough right now, because the survey is showing that if you have your business using with the omni channel, basically you will be doing your business better. Okay, from year over year, because when we're talking right now, people not just like having their items sold within like one physical store. Okay, so here is the problem. Okay, again, I'm referring to the situation of Indonesia. So I'm going to be making a few example of like a business and a store or any retail in Indonesia. So this is the current situation right now. We know that a lot of business, they often think that the more market I have, it will be better for my business. If I have items, my products, my services available any offline store that they have or any within any retail, as well as if I have my product available within online store. For instance, here, let's say I have my product FMCG available in the offline store. I have my store, my product available in the store, and then utilizing a lot of POS to give me the idea on product that I'm selling. And also my product will be available, my expectation that my product will be available in any type of general trade or modern trade, okay? Again, I will have the idea that if I have my products available everywhere so that my user will be able to purchase anywhere, anytime, offline, online, or any other social commerce, including my own web store or including any marketplaces that I put my official store there, then I have the belief that I will have my business there. I will have all my users coming from everywhere, okay? Including if they want to use one of our social commerce platform within TADA. But again, the problem, is it really true? If you have all your products actually available in any kind of offline store, your independent store, your own store, or even available in online, any type, you name it, like for instance, in Indonesia, we have like one of the biggest and the largest one, like Tokopedia, Shopee, Lazada, Blibli, and so on. Or even you have your product available in one of the biggest store chain, convenience store chain like Alfamart, Alpha Media, and so on. And then again, you have your own website, you have your own app. So you think that you're safe enough. You need to remember as a brand owner or business that whenever you are having all your products, the most important thing for you is for you to understand whether, do I know my customer? Okay, because very often brands, they spend a lot of money to have like customer acquisition cost spent. Again, they will think that if I put a lot of advertisement here, and then if I spend more budget for acquiring my customer, then I will get a higher revenue return as the ROI. But very often also business, when they're spending more money for the acquisition, that's the right thing. Okay. But remember, there's like more stages when you're talking about building your brand, your businesses. It's not only about acquiring people, your user, your customer, or having the customer acquisition here. The next step will be, remember that you need to have the customer lifetime value, right? So again, do I know my customer from all this offline store that I have my products available? Do I know who my customer, what do they purchase online? Do I get the visibility of all that detailed information? And the information also stored in your own website, okay? Whether you have all the idea within this one place, okay? Because by the time you have a lot of user, it's a massive data. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to capture, if you're not able to understand, and then how to increase the customer lifetime value of your customer, then whatever money you're investing, is not giving the right ROI for you. So this is like a survey done by the Harvard Business Review. They're saying that for a company, yes, you are required to allocate some of your budget to do acquisition. That's important, especially if you just start building your brand, your product, or even if you have new product launching. But the next thing to do is, do not forget to allocate certain percentage actually within your budget to do a retention. Retention here is for you, you'll be able to understand who your customer, so that you can do more engagement. So the Harvard Business Review saying that for business, when they allocate certain amount, let's say like 5% within the retention platform, then it's actually leading to a profit, like a bottom line around 95%. So that's the fact. All right. Another issue that we're facing here that most brand or company is basically when you have all your products available everywhere, offline, online, your own web store, or any POS that integrated with your brand. So basically all your information, your customer information is all over the place. Okay. You have it from the marketplace transaction. They give it to you. These are like the number of people who are shopping. These are like the quantity. Okay. And then you have your own website as well, and you're offline. So basically you will have all the visibility, but then you have to collect one by one. You need to have a specific person or dedicated team to do this, managing, data information from the marketplace, data information from your website, or information that you're getting also from offline. So again, basically all your customer information is all over the place. So it's a data silo. You do not have yet a single customer view so that you engage and interact with your customer. All right. So then facing with all this situation, how are you guys, or how our brands are doing it to find a solution? Okay. Again, if you're already running all the placement, the media placement here and there, you have all your product everywhere. You need to know your customer, not just to know the number of the transaction, but you really need to deep dive inside, understanding who are my customer. Are they more female than the male? Are they younger or older people? Actually, my main target audience here. Okay. Once you are able to capture and understand who your customer, who are your audience, then basically you'll be able to say hello to them. You'll be able to engage and then, interact with every one of them, using different platform, whether you are doing a different engagement with this customer in the offline or customer in online or any your own website. All right. So once you're able to capture and connect to your customer, the next thing that you need to do is, again, the Harvard Business Survey saying that you need to allocate certain budgets to do retention. So you need to retain your customer. You need to honor them, especially for those customer, those users who have been very loyal to your products or services. Give them the right reward so they keep coming back to you. They keep their brand loyalty to your brand, and then grow your business. Okay, so then again, how do we start? Well, here with Tada, basically we help businesses and brands to build and then grow their business sustainably. You need to start creating your omni-channel loyalty program. So how does it work, and what do you mean by that? When we're talking about omni-channel, it's not only about online or offline or even your own website. Okay, even if you have your own apps, then you can also create your loyalty program. But first and foremost, you need to understand whether what are like the type of your customer, whether they tend to spend more money within certain occasion, whether they shop when at the beginning of the month, whatever. Okay, so if you're planning to create your loyalty program, your omni-channel, maybe you might want to consider, for instance, differentiating the leveling of your membership. Okay, for instance, here on the screen, you guys can see how basically we're trying to help a brand having a leveling program for the membership. They have like bronze, silver, gold, platinum. So this type of loyalty program is basically helping a brand to keep doing the engagement, retention, and monitor the frequency, because you want your user to keep spending and then to keep coming back to you, increase the frequency, right? So you will set up a different requirement, you will set up a different reward system for a brand, for a user who actually within the bronze. Or if you have a user within the silver, then they might get higher discount, they might get more invitation for any event. The same thing for the gold. Maybe they will collect easier in terms of the points. And then, so you encourage them again to spend more, okay? So once you set up and you decided what kind of loyalty or retention platform I want to apply to my customer, then you'll be able to track and monitor and then engage with them based on like this leveling, okay? You need to capture all their information, and then at the end of the day, you're going to reward them accordingly. So even you're able to manage the budget, right? You're not going to allocate some reward for your customer who actually is just a starting point at the bronze, unless you are creating like a very sexy enough campaign as a starter to invite them become your members. So a lot of things actually you can do for creating your own loyalty. Okay. Then once you're able to set up your loyalty program here, the next thing to do is you already have the base of understanding who your customer here. So here with Tada, we help you, a brand or business, not only helping you to create your loyalty member, we provide like, some feedback, suggestion, what type of membership loyalty that you should have. But then we provide the platform itself. The platform will allow you, enable you to interact with your audience. So at the end of the day, your marketing team, your sales team will be able to monitor and see, okay, my brand currently is lack of like the certain of sales revenue. So what do I need to do? And then based on the track that we put it all in this platform, you'll be able to find out, right? Okay, who are the people who actually coming to my specific program, program A or program B. So here within the platform, as a brand, you're able actually to create your own campaign, and you design it based on the type of customer. For instance, if you're going to have a customer who have been very loyal, so definitely you do not want them to turn you down, right? You do not want them to churn. So you need to keep pampering them, giving them special offer, or even you send special treat on their birthday. So you know personally that, okay, my customer is celebrating and having their birthday here. So I want to send a token of celebration for this person. Okay. The same thing if you have customer, you think that they might be potential, but they're not yet in that level, and you want to stimulate them to move to the gold or platinum members, then you need to keep engaging and then providing them with interesting information and promotion, right? Again, all this type of campaign, you will be able to set it, referring to the data that you're going to be able to see within this platform, because you will have all this information, a single view, who my customer, where do they shop mostly? Is it from my offline? Is it from my online? Or is it coming from my website or even my social commerce channel, you know? So you might be even setting a different message, a different tone, different offer for each of this channel, even when you're talking to one person, okay? The same thing if you have your customer who will be, you know, the potential that they're going to leave you, they're going to move to another brand. So you need to have a program that you design as a comeback rewards, or even you can create a program for this lapsed people, this lapsed user who actually haven't shopped to your brands for the last few months or few years. So you want to welcome them back, and then you design a specific offer that, you know, make be very interesting for your user. So again, you will need to encourage your user to keep coming back to your brand, your product, and shop at any channel they want to, whether they prefer to shop offline or they want to do shop online, especially with the current pandemic now. The data is showing, actually, I'm just having additional information here. Recently, McKinsey is doing a survey, and it says like right now in Indonesia, a total of like 30 million people are transacting online nowadays. So it gives around like 6 billion US dollar market. And in fact, most of this transaction is coming like 60% from the online. So meaning all these marketplaces, but the remaining coming from any social commerce. Tada also offer one of like our product, which is using your customer to become the reseller, the next extension of your product, which is via social commerce. So that's really the fact that's going on in Indonesia right now. Okay, so now we're talking about the engagement activity, okay? When we're talking about creating your loyalty program, most of the people or most brand, they will think that I will just reward my user, my customer, if they purchase my item or if they take my services. You need to do more than that. It cannot be just, you know, keep asking them to purchase, but you need to make more engagement and interaction with your user. For instance, let's say you have a new product launch, or let's say you have a new store opening. You might want to share that with your user, and that's what we also offer in our platform. So again, you are creating a platform with your user, do the engagement by having them to interact with you, not just through the simple purchase, but also let's say you require them to watch your video, new lot of launches, or go visit my store online, and then boom, you reward them with a point or stamps, okay? Or also, let's say you're planning to launch a new product or a new SKU, you might want to collect some information, gather some research from your own user. You can direct it to your most loyal customer, or even you can through the question or the survey to these people who actually have been coming back to your brands, to your store, your shop, right? So you do that survey, and then again, you reward them. You reward them with the points, you reward them with stamp based on feedbacks that they're sharing and giving to you. So a lot of activities here. Even if they're sharing any specific promotion of your own brand, and they share with their friends, their colleagues, their relative in any type of social media, you also need to reward them. You need to appreciate their effort and give them a token of points or stamp. So at the end of the day, they know that you're not just asking them to keep coming back for purchasing, but you also ask them to become like your brand ambassador, keep selling, offering, promoting via online, especially. All right. So that will be like some references that any brand that they can utilize or perform, execute. This is a type of engagement that I'm talking about. All right. So furthermore, again, in Tada here, for brands and businesses, we also help them to create like this dashboard analytic wherein within this platform, you'll be able to have all this information. So we store all your information from the offline channel, the online channel, your own web store, your social commerce with us, everywhere we store it, because you basically are trying to engage with your user, any type of channel that they're shopping for your product, right? So here within the dashboard, actually, we're giving the flexibility. And the beauty thing about product that Tata offer here within the dashboard is, as a brand owner, or like if you are managing a campaign program for your own brand, basically you have a lot of features. You can do via banner, a push notification, or SMS blast. Even we also have WhatsApp blast to feature and share any campaign promo that you have, or even if you want to distribute voucher in order to have your user coming back to you again. So we have all this feature, and then you can design it as what you want, okay, based on your need. Also within this dashboard, also you'll be able to have a deep analytic, and then at the end, the strategy that we're implementing here, we provide the recency, frequency, monitoring, and advocacy, so that from each and every user, every customer, you know how to approach them, you know, like the frequency that they have, okay, and you know, like the capacity of the budget or the money they have allocated to you, the monetary. So you are really doing the right profiling, and then sending the right promotion and campaign to engage with them. At the end of the day, you will also be able, with our dashboard here, you'll be able to do like A/B testing campaign, do more like a profiling deeper, or even you can do retargeting. For instance, you find one of your user who actually very active in the social commerce, but you might want to not really shifted their pattern, but more into like giving the flavor that, you know, my product is not available within the social commerce. You can also get it in the in our website, or any even in your store. Probably you have more offer to that. So again, you can do all this type of interaction promotion with your user, right? Different kind of message also, and the tone and personalize. All right. Okay. This is one of my favorite slide, and in fact, I'm sure every one of you knows about Lego. So even I have 3 daughters. They all love Lego. So the idea about Lego is always for us to build something, right, based on our preference. Whether I want to build a ship, I want to build a house, a castle, and then I can stack it based on the color, based on the shape, whatever I want. So here with Tata, basically we have like these module building blocks, and our service and our platform actually allow you to create your own product base for promotion for your customer. So we call it as the Tata Lego blocks, that you will be able to create a solution, to create offer for each and every of your user. And then even within our platform, let's say we're talking about one specific brand, okay? This brand might be talking to their direct user, which is the people who actually go to the market. But at the same time, this brand will be able also talking to their distributor or their reseller, this small store who also selling it. So every channel of it, they reward, including if you want to reward your employee. Okay, so you ask your employee to be part of the revenue of your brand. So again, our platform here will allow brands to be able to capture your audience and then reward them based on like the segmentation you want to have, based on the solution. You can see on the slide here, you know, there's like a stack of building in within the employee engagement, meaning you as a brand, you want a good engagement with your employee. Or here we also have the channel incentive. So you want to have a separate engagement, reward different kind of programs for your channel incentive reseller or distributor. And same thing here, the omnichannel loyalty, we're talking to your direct customer, right? The end-to-end customer that, you know, it's like your main businesses here. All right, so what does Tata offer here then? Again, in the beginning, I mentioned about when a brand has to believe that if I have my product available all over the place, that I'm safe. But the thing that you need to do is basically not only to have your products available everywhere, but then you need to be able to have the visibility who my customer so that you can do interaction and engagement, right? So here at Tada, we actually provide a seamless omni-channel experience wherein we have been working with a lot of key players in each industry because we believe in collaboration. We know that by working together with some of these key players who are like expert in the industry, we can help this brand, this company actually sustain their business. For instance, for any business or client companies that work with Tada, basically we can do like this retail post integration. You can see all these big name players in the industry, including with the marketplace integration or any offline store retailer integration. We might as well do that. Not forget to mention inventory management integration, because we know when we're talking about omni-channel online, then again, they have like this inventory management. They have all this distributor, the channel, right? So that's why we partner with a lot of key players here. So the benefit for companies or brand to work together with Tada is they'll be able to utilize our larger and network of apps and business, including since we were talking about retention loyalty, we can also integrate with any type of loyalty system that is available in Indonesia. Like for instance, in Indonesia right now, we have like some of the biggest business who are doing the loyalty system as well. So they can allow their user to exchange point from one to another. Again, it's giving added value to your user. Okay, so you're not just asking for them to shop and come to you. All right, so now talking about the omni-channel experience here, one of like the latest, or even again with the current pandemic here, we're talking that everyone struck with the lockdown. So then most people now doing transaction online. So this is what we are offering also to brands, companies who work with us. If they have their online store, their online store within marketplace, so basically you're not just providing reward to your user who shop offline, but you also want to reward them even if you shop online. And if before you might not have the visibility who my customer who have purchased in online, again with here in Tada here, the platform allows you to know and understand, get to know, and even you invite them. If they have not become your member, you might want to, invite and attract them to become a member by giving a special welcoming offer. So here, if they're doing with the omni-channel within the marketplace, the user will be shopping as the regular way they're doing it. But if you're integrated with us with the marketplace integration, then the user, the end user, the customer will be able to receive a notification saying that, hey, you want to become a member of us, and then we provide you the brand will provide invitation link to this customer so that they become your next loyal customer if they have not become your members. But if they already become your member, basically they benefit, right? So wherever they go, whenever they shop online, offline, or your website, then they will get point also. So basically you appreciate, you reward for every single action they're doing. All right, so now the next thing, when we're talking about, at the beginning, I mentioned about how important it is for a brand to do or even spend budget investment to create awareness. That is definitely one of the biggest thing that you need to do when you have a brand, right? But do not forget the next thing, once you have built your brand, you allocate some amount, some budget for your brand to get the customer, the information, to get more user on it. The next thing you do, which is that's where Tada realized, which is on the next stage. Okay, you might use a lot of channel to create your ads, to place promotion. Okay, but the most important thing will be for you to retain and grow your business with us, because here we'll be helping you on the next stage, because your business is still growing. You cannot just do the acquisition. The most important thing again is about retention, engagement with your user. So here with Tada, we provide everything with the omni-channel. We help you to integrate so that you can have all clear visibility for your customer, okay? But once you have all this customer information, once you have all this data storage nicely, effectively, the next thing you also need to do is you need to reward them. Because once you reward them, the customer, your user know that they're being appreciated, and you even reward and honor them, asking them to become your advocacy, become the brand ambassador, because it is no secret that people knows, when you're selling something through your mouth, or you share with your friends, they believe you because you have experienced it. So that's what we do. We help you to create the platform. We help you how to connect, interact with your user. At the end of the day, we also help you to provide the rewards, and then you provide them with the right one. You might want to give reward to different type of audience. If you're talking to a female audience, you might want to give them something more into like fashion item or household home appliances. But if you're talking to, like, for instance, the male audience, you might want to reward them with any gadget, electronic, or even a voucher to go to a gym or whatever, right? So again, you have different kind of rewards. And here in Tada, we come to the next level. So after you create your brand, we're on the next stage, wherein we help you to stay in your business, because we help the platform, we help you to get the rewards, and then we help you to engage with your customer so they become your advocate. And then at the end of the day, once they become the advocate, you have the overview profiling of your customer because you know who they are. So that's it. Again, about the omni-channel, you can have your brand everywhere available, offline, online, your official store, social commerce. But the most important thing for you to do is getting to know your customer. You have a one single overview of your customer, 360 view customer that you can interact, you can engage with them. No matter or wherever they shop, you know that you're talking to the right Ana Susilo, or you're talking to Imelda. So I guess that's all, everyone. I hope this session gives you a few ideas or some information share. Please do drop me a notes, or I'll be standby in the lounge if you have any questions. Again, thank you so much for your attention, and also to Stephanie. I guess that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Imelda. That's very eye-opening presentation. And we do have one questions here for Imelda and Tada team.
Sure.
It's actually about B2B customers. So how Tada handle B2B omni-channel customers loyalty journey? If you can share any use case, that will be even better.
Okay. So again, when we're talking about the B2B, the omni-channel, we help the brand first, right, to understand what the goals. If you want to increase the transaction, or if you really, this is the first time for you to understand your audience. So we need to sit down again. And then in our platform, we help you to provide, some samples that how you should do it. Within our platform, let's say this B2B, the brand, they want to have their own app, or even if they want to have their own web, with this omni-channel, we'll be able to, we have a lot of product, actually a lot of product, program, and features that you can utilize. Whether they want to capture the user via online, then we will recommend them to promote any user to become the member within that marketplace. But also, if they want to capture this B2B, let's say they want to have the user to become like the ambassador, like the reseller, they will also have like this feature about social commerce or official franchise, wherein user will be able to share any product and services to their colleague. Again, a lot of features, product that we can offer as a platform. And then it is important actually for the brand to share with us first what are the goals. From there, we can provide based on the needs, whether they want to capture first the direct user, or they want to be talking to like the extension of the business itself, like the distributor or reseller. Yeah, I guess that's all, Stephanie. Anything else?
Right, Imelda. So it's a very case by case. I think
yes.
Unfortunately, it's anonymous.
Okay.
Anyone that asking the questions, definitely feel free to reach out to Imelda in the launch room, as she said before.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Imelda, for sharing with us.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Imelda. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.